All right. Hey, guys. Good morning. It is Sunday, September 24th. Crude oil. This is my personal video trade journal, not to be taken as advice. One thing that Strat Method has taught me is keep an eye on the previous month's candle or the previous week's candle, or if you're day trading, the previous day's candle. Notice the high and the low. So we are in the current candle, which is September. The low is 83.46. The top is 92.43. So there's a $9 range on the monthly. Just something to keep an eye on. I use those as clues. Looking at the weekly, here's your 88.37 last week low. That's going to be a clue. So are we going to break down this low first, or are we going to get a new high first? If we get a new high first, I think we're going to 94. This is 92.34, just one more high. There is a fib up there on the weekly. If it wants to extend above 94, there's not much room. I mean, trees don't grow to the sky. So if this wants to extend one more time to really get an extended wave 5, then it's going to make a new high above 92.43 this week and keep coming and get to probably 94 or higher. Looking at the daily, you can see this is where the resistance is. It's been on here on my chart since last November. There are fibs here. If it wants to come up 93.47, the November high on the continuous is, of course, is the continuous 93.74. If it wants to extend, there is a fib up there. This is massive resistance the way I see it up here. So the odds of this just keep coming. The odds of this keep coming is very low above here. Just really 94 seems to be a reasonable place to consider a lid. My actionable chart is really this 4-hour chart. So let's just assume that is the high, 92.34. And then you have three different scenarios because of the uncertainty of where is the 1-2. This structure is horrible. There is a way for there to be a nested 1-2, 1-2 in here, which is why there's some uncertainty. Which degree are we really looking at here? One thing that'll settle it is if you get below, much below 82.50, then it's going to become much, much more likely that this is really a wave 2. I'm going to be trading as if it's a wave 2 and the top is in already because I've got good parameters. We'll get to that in a second. So option 1 is this only this degree wave 4, meaning this is not finished yet and it needs to come up one more time to 94. That's what this zone is. It already hit the minimal requirement to be a wave 4 of that degree. If it wants to keep coming and get below that 382, I think, and also in time, this is either going to happen real quick and start going back up really quickly because of the degree that it is. If the longer this takes down here, the more likely it is, in my view, that it's going to be at least this degree wave 4. And if it comes through that degree wave 4, then this is really what I'm hoping for and looking for, because it'll provide a lot of clarity, is it keeps coming through all of this and then get you a proper wave 2, which I think the minimum for would be 80.43, and it could go deeper, much deeper, $6 deeper than that, and still be reasonable wave 2. But anyway, so that's what I got on the 4-hour, and this is really my functional chart if that was the top. And of course, if it tops up here, just redo the measurements. It's going to be similar. All right, and then for clues, 144 minute. Thanks, Jack, for reminding me. Put the 50 and the 200 on the 144. It provides good clues. So we'll see about that. There is a channel pointing lower. We'll see how much time it takes. If price really has topped, how long does it take for it to move through there? Because I think that's what's going on with timing is really going to be a good clue. How long does it take? If this nano wave 4 is done, it's just going to go up this week and it's going to get over 92.43. If it doesn't, there is a channel, kind of an expanding, they call it a broadening formation right in here, but here's a target. Here's the target for this structure if it's going to go lower directly without making a new high. Even if it wants to come up and make a new high without getting above 92.43, I'm just going to move the B over to wherever that top is. I'm just telling you that's what I'm going to do. All right. Good luck. See ya.